Today topic is electrode potential, EMF of the cell, differences between EMF and potential difference. Electrode potential. When a metal is placed in a solution of its own ions, a definite potential difference is developed between the metal and solution. This potential difference is called electrode potential. Dear students, suppose take zinc metal and take zinc sulfate solution. When we place zinc metal into the zinc sulfate solutions, some amount of potential difference is developed at the zinc metal. Clear? So that is called potential difference. For example, I will show you. Yeah, take zinc. This is the zinc metal. At the same time, take zinc sulfate solution, ZnSO4 solution. Okay, why I am taking zinc and zinc sulfate solution? So once look at the statement, when a metal is placed in a solution of its ions, that means here we are placing zinc rod or zinc metal. It is an electrode. So we are placing this zinc metal, zinc electrode into the zinc sulfate. Here also zinc is present. So zinc sulfate solution. So at that time, in that condition, what will happen? Definite potential difference is developed between the zinc metal and zinc sulfate solution. That potential difference is called electrode potential. Okay, students. So check the example. Example, when a zinc plate is placed in a solution having zinc 2 plus ions, means ZnSO4 solution. ZnSO4 solution, zinc sulfate solution, consists of zinc 2 plus ions and sulfate ions. So what will happen? PD means here potential difference. A potential difference is set up between the zinc plate and solution, where the potential difference is occurring. That is important. Between the zinc plate and the solution. So this PD or this potential difference is termed the electrode potential of that zinc. Electrode potential of that zinc. Okay, but not the electrode potential of the zinc sulfate. So we are defining the electrode potential with respect to the electrode only. Is it clear? Okay. Okay, here one setup is present. Students, what we have to understand, yes, check here, this is the solution. Take for example zinc sulfate, easy to understand. This is the zinc sulfate solution, means zinc ions present and sulfate ions also present, like metal any solution. This is electrode, this is an electrode. Electrode means here metal only. Metal is an electrode. So metal or electrode, metal, take the metal here. Metal is the combination of positive ions and also negative is there here. So this is the metal rod or the electrode. It is the combination of plus and minus. Plus means it is the combination of, here we call plus means metal ions. Metal is the combination of metal ions and electrons. This is one setup here. Come to right hand side. Here what is happening? From left to right, what is occurring? What do you have observed from left this to this one? What is occurring? What is going on? So dear students, observe carefully. This is the metal combination, metal ions and electrons. Metal ions plus electrons, total combination is called metal. Clear? In this case, what is happening? Metal ions pass into the solutions. Look at, plus represents metal ion. Metal ion passes into the solution. Here also metal ion passes into the solution. means metal ion is going out from an electrode or from the metal. Clear? So coming outside, check here, metal ion is coming outside. This is also metal ion and metal ion. That means metal ions pass into the solution from an electrode. This is the observation. So what is left inside the electrode? Electrons. Electrons are left inside an electrode. So what will happen? These electrons will flow from one electrode to the other electrode. That is a scenario already we discussed. Clear, students? So this is very, very important. Please be attentive here. Focus on the, just observe what is going on here. Positive ions means always metal ions, and negative here represents electrons only. These positive ions, metal ions, pass into the solution. Okay, so pass into the solution means they are coming out from an electrode. When they are coming out of the electrode, so what are left there? Electrons only, excess electrons are left. So this is called oxidation. This process is called oxidation. So metal is when metal converting into the metal ion and number of electrons outside, so loss of electrons is called oxidation. Otherwise, increase in oxidation number is also oxidation. All of you know already definition of oxidation and reduction. Okay, just I'm trying to apply the definition to this diagram only. Next, now the tendency of the metal to change into ions, electrolytic solution pressure. Okay, the tendency of the metal has the tendency, which type of tendency? Metal to change ions. For example, here already is there, I will show you. Yeah, this tendency, metal to the metal ion, this tendency is called electrolytic solution pressure. This happens by attractive forces of polar molecules. Just to focus on this one. Okay, next one, oxidation. Metal ions pass from the electrode into the solution, leaving an excess of electrons. This is a very, very important observations, my dear students. Okay, what is your observation? Your observation is metal ions pass from the electrode into the solution. So when they pass from the electrode into the solution, what will happen basically? Leaving an excess of electrons, means electrons are left at the electrode. So whatever the electrons are left at the electrode, those electrons will flow from that electrode to the other electrode. Clear? Second one, this is the opposite version. So when metal ions gains the electrons, so deposited as the metal, this is called reduction. So check the diagram. Yes, in this case metal ions pass into the solution, but in this case electrons pass to the solution. Look at pass into the solution. Whatever the metal ions already present here, this is the solution. This is the solution. Take for example copper sulfate. So copper sulfate consists of again cupric ions and sulfate ions. So whatever the metal ions already present in this solution, those metal ions gain the electrons from the electrode, receive the electrons from the electrode and deposited as a metal. Clear? So this is called reduction. This is called reduction. This is oxidation, loss of electrons. Opposite, gain of electrons, is called reduction. Is it clear? I hope that you have understood. The tendency of the metal ion to get deposited on a metal surface, that is called basically reduction. This the tendency generally we call osmotic pressure. The tendency is called osmotic pressure. It's not an important, but what is going on is very important. Reduction. Focus on oxidation and reduction. Reduction. Metal ions in solution gain electrons from the electrode, leaving a positive charge on the electrode. In the earlier case, what happened? In the earlier case, leaving an excess of electrons. Clear? But in this case, leaving a positive charge on the electrode. Basically I have explained about oxidation and reduction. Already you know what is oxidation and what is reduction. I try to explain the oxidation and reduction by using these diagrams, by using the electrodes. The magnitude of the electrode potential of a metal is a measure of its relative tendency to lose or gain electrons. So loss of electrons means oxidation, gain of electrons means reduction. Already you know. Yeah, electrode potential, two types here: oxidation potential and reduction potential. That means the potential which arises due to the oxidation we call oxidation potential, the electrode potential which arises due to the reduction, that is called reduction potential. I no need to explain again what is oxidation and what is reduction. I hope that already you have understood what is oxidation and reduction. Next, note. Note is very important here, dear students. It is evident that oxidation potential is the reverse of the reduction potential. Clear? So oxidation potential value is always reverse of the reduction potential. For example, take oxidation potential value, for example, +5. So reduction potential value for the same electrode is -5. So reverse of the reduction potential. It is a very, very important note you have to remember. You should by heart, you should memorize. Clear? Example, if reduction potential of a zinc is -0.76 volts, so what about the oxidation potential value? It is plus 0.76 volts. So that quantity, whatever the value is same, magnitude, but reverse, sign is different. Next one. According to the latest convention, this convention is important. According to the latest convention, the half cell reactions are always written as reduction half reactions, and their potentials are represented as reduction potentials only. These are called electrode potentials. So generally electrode potential two types: oxidation potential and reduction potential. So according to the latest convention, whenever or where you see the electrode potential, so electrode potential means it represents only reduction electrode potential only, according to the latest convention. In general, we don't use the oxidation potential. In general, it may be used, that is the different case. Clear? But according to the latest convention, this is a very, very, very important statement in electrochemistry 3. The half cell reactions are always written as reduction half reactions only. Okay, because if you take the cell, two types of reactions occur generally. Take any cell, two half cells, oxidation and reduction. Left hand side oxidation potential, right hand side reduction potential. But generally we consider reduction half reactions, and their potentials are represented as reduction potentials. Clear? I hope that you couldn't understand, because statement is very important. You can understand when you solve the questions only. Okay, so we will solve the questions, then only you can understand what is the meaning of this statement. Clear? Just always remember, always focus on reduction potential. Reduction potential is also called electrode potential. Okay. The magnitude of the electrode potential of a metal depends on the following factors: nature of the electrode, concentration of the ions in solution, and temperature. Dear students, point B, you can understand B point. Clear? After the solving some questions only. No need to get worried. EMF, electromotive force or cell potential of a cell. The difference between the electrode potentials of the two electrodes constituting an electrochemical cell is known as electromotive force (EMF) or cell potential of a cell. Earlier we have discussed what is electrode potential. So we defined the electrode potential with respect to the electrode. Clear? But here we are defining the EMF. While defining the EMF, electromotive force of a cell, now we are taking two electrodes. Once check the statement, the difference between the electrode potential of the two electrodes constituting an electrochemical cell. What is electrochemical cell? Already we studied electrochemical cell means it is a combination of two half cells. Two half cells. Again, half cell consists of electrode. Next, other half cell also it also contains one electrode. Clear? So now we are taking those two electrodes into the consideration. Okay, so electrode potential arises first electrode and second electrode also, two cells. So that difference is called the difference between the electrode potentials of those two electrodes in an electrochemical cell is known as electromotive force. I have been repeating this statement because of it is some sort of unclear statements. Clear? So try to understand. Again, I have been repeating, electrode potential definition is different. Okay, when metal is dipped or it is placed in a solution of its own, some potential difference is developed, that is called electrode potential. But while defining the EMF, we are taking electrode potentials of the two electrodes again. This is the difference. Okay. So EMF unit is volts. Note, it may be remembered that for calculating EMF of this cell, all these 3 points are very important. The electrode potentials are always taken as, dear students, very important. The electrode potentials are always taken as reduction potentials. Already we have seen already in earlier slide reduction potentials as per the convention for both the electrodes, whether oxidation or reduction. Generally we take reduction potentials only. Electrode potential means we take reduction potentials. The cell is always written as anode on the left. You know already representation of the electrochemical cell where oxidation occurs, and cathode on the right where reduction occurs. We studied in case of representation of galvanic cell. Clear? Third one, this is important. Reduction potential equal to the minus oxidation potential, otherwise oxidation potential equal to the minus reduction potential. 1, 2 and 3, all these 3 points are very important. You can understand these points after this solving some questions only. Okay, no need to worry, just read the statements which are given here. EMF equal to reduction potential of cathode minus reduction potential of anode. This is a very important formula. Okay, by using this formula we calculate EMF of a cell. Dear students, try to practice the formula, very important. Reduction potential of the cathode minus reduction potential of the anode. Okay, I didn't use oxidation potential because as per the convention we are supposed to take reduction potentials only. So reduction potential here also cathode, reduction potential here also anode. Sir, you can say that, sir, I will take oxidation potential here. If you take the oxidation potential of the anode, automatically minus becomes plus. Then what will happen? Reduction potential of the cathode plus oxidation potential of the anode. Okay. But as per the convention, we take only reduction potentials. Next, E cell equal to E cathode. Here E represents reduction potential minus E anode. E cell equal to E right minus E left, because cathode is right hand side, anode is present left hand side. EMF of cell is measured with the help of the potentiometer. EMF depends on the nature of the electrodes, temperature and the concentrations of solutions in the two half cells. We will see later. Next, differences between EMF and potential difference. Difference are very important. Left hand side EMF, right hand side potential difference. EMF, it is the potential difference. Look at all of you, just listen. Definition, it is the potential difference. EMF is a potential difference between the two electrodes when no current is flowing in the circuit. That means in an open circuit. Okay, so when we measure potential difference of the cell in case of the open circuit, we call EMF. It is the difference between potentials of the two electrodes when the cell is under operation, but means it is not an open circuit, it is a closed. It is the maximum voltage obtainable from the cell. It is less than the EMF of the cell. So always the potential difference of the cell, that means closed circuit value, is less than the EMF of the cell. The work calculated from EMF is the maximum work obtainable from the cell. The work calculated from potential differences less than the maximum work obtainable from the cell. It is responsible for the flow of steady current in the cell. It is not responsible for the flow of steady current in the cell. So differences between EMF and potential difference have been mentioned here. Once try to go through all the points. Is it clear? I hope that you have understood. If you don't understand, you can contact me through my WhatsApp number, which is given in the video already. So thank you for watching my video.